Presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors on KCCR are sponsored by Agtegra, First Fidelity Bank, Red Rosa, Wheelhouse Auto Body, SD Savin, Wagner Auto, and State Farm Becky Potsaba Agency.
Now Zabel will have to throw. He'll throw the back of the end zone looking for Kaiser. Up in the air, the catch is made to the 45. He stays on his feet. Kaiser, 35-30. How about a 99-yard pass? Touchdown, Governors!
And by Pizza Ranch, Rising Hope Counseling, Sanford Clinic, River Bottom Sanitation, Black Hills Federal Credit Union, Anderson Rumsa Dental, Home Care Services, and Country Carpet and Flooring.
To be taken here by the Governors. Michaela Sherwood put us an end to the Knights, and the Governors win it 15-6. It's set number 5.
By Olson Plumbing, First Dakota National Bank, Boys and Girls Club of the Capital Area, Slumberland Furniture, AGE Corporation Ready Mix, Dakota Storm and Roofing, and South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection.
Simon Winkler got a free rush to the quarterback. This is picked off to the end zone. Carson Stosher, a pick 6, and the Governors lead at 40-0. Right back at you.
Pierre Governors on KCCR is also sponsored in part by Beck Motors, First United Methodist Church, Zander Auto Parts, Birding Electric, May Adam, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Gales Gas, and Shane's Pharmacy.
Throwers to receive it. Christofferson to set for Kropp. Off the hands. That's going to be a kill. That's a reverse sweep win for the Governors. 15-12 in set 5. Abby Kropp finishes off a 17-kill Knights. 15-12 in set 5. The Governors complete the comeback.
And by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Clubhouse Hotel and Suites, Graham Tire, Faith Lutheran Church, Access Health Fort Pierre, and CHS River Plains.
Final play of the ball game. 7 seconds to go. Kamshoff looking to backpedal. He is going to be sacked. The mountain has been climbed. The standard sets. 7th heaven. The Governors. 7 straight state championships.
And by Edward Jones Financial, Todd's Electric, Lamb Motors, American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Missouri River Dentistry, Comtech, and Bank West. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Pierre Governors, John Winkler.
And a good evening as we welcome you here to Pierre Governor High School as the Govs will take on the Stevens Raiders in another volleyball matchup Friday night. So the only Friday home game that the Governors have, and with football playing tomorrow night, looking for a big crowd. The football team is here waiting for the varsity game to get started. They are playing as the sophomore game is playing right now, and we'll have the varsity game coming up here in just a little bit as the Raiders and Governors are in the third set of the sophomore game, but it is a 7-0 lead for Stevens right now in that third set. It's the first of 15, so looking like we might be done sooner here over the next couple of minutes, and will still give us time to get started at 7 o'clock on time. The Stevens Raiders team, they might be a little bit tired, though, from last night. They played Aberdeen Central, went to 4 sets, which doesn't necessarily mean that was a long match, but they got started a little bit later than usual, and they didn't have the same schedule that we're used to seeing with the Pierre Aberdeen taking on the Rapid City schools of Stevens and Central on Fridays and Saturdays, and rotating in that first weekend of the season that we've been accustomed to, with Pierre and Aberdeen going out to Rapid City one year and then the reverse happening the next year. But they played late. They got into town at 1 o'clock in the morning here in Pierre, stayed the nights, got up early, and we'll talk with Coach Montague of the Stevens Raiders, who had the plan, had everything in plan, with the fact that they were going to get into Pierre at a decent time, a little bit later, but at a decent time. And, well, maybe would have changed a little things up and maybe not gotten up so early. So maybe they're a little bit tired from last night. They played Aberdeen Central. We'll talk about that match. We'll talk about the Governors match on Tuesday against Watertown. And we'll hear from both coaches in the pregame show, in their pregame interviews, as we get set for this contest between Pierre and Rapid City Stevens here from Riggs High School. It is the only Friday night home game that the Governors have. I think they're on the road another time at the end of the football season when they play on Thursday night. Governors will play on a Friday night. I take that back. They will play at home on that Friday night. So one of two Friday night home games here at Riggs High School for this Governor volleyball team as they take on Stevens here tonight. We'll step aside. We'll come back in 3 minutes. We'll talk about the matchups from Tuesday. We'll talk about matchups tonight, and we'll break down this matchup here just a little bit more coming up as we go along here in the pregame show. Back in 3 minutes with more of the pregame show. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR. You're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Comtech is a total technology solutions provider. Comtech is ready to get technology to work for you, not against you. Stop into Comtech to see our selection of TVs, home audio systems, computers, and security systems. They have brand names like Samsung, Bose, Sonos, and Lenovo, just to name a few. Comtech has what you're looking for in technology. Stop in at 1601 Lowell Avenue in Pierre or visit their website at comtechplus.com. Comtech, your trusted technology solutions provider.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Did you know it is important for your child to see the dentist at the time their first tooth erupt? A healthy smile begins at birth, and there are many variables, from healthy eating habits to good oral hygiene and routine dental care. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer. At Missouri River Dentistry, we enjoy working with people of all ages. Dentistry is our profession, but people are our focus. I invite families to come experience an office that uses the latest techniques and equipment to be sure you receive that healthy and happy smile. To schedule your appointments for your family, call us at 223-2021. Kids love us, parents trust us.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome you back here and continue the pregame show on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports, as it is Pierre versus Rapid City Stevens, a 13-5 lead in the sophomore game right now in the third set for this Stevens Raiders team, 2 points away from finishing out a 3-set win of the Pierre Governors. We are getting set here for varsity action, and Aberdeen Central and Stevens played last night. And again, Aberdeen Central hosting Rapid City Central tonight, but they have the cheer and dance meet, which the Pierre Governors will be at tomorrow at the gym in the middle of the day, in the morning, 10 a.m. So you're not going to have a volleyball match that Saturday afternoon. And then the Governor football team will be up in Aberdeen tomorrow to take on the Golden Eagles at 5 o'clock. Well, you're not going to have a volleyball match at the same time you have a football game right, in the same parking lot at the same time. You don't want the crowd to be trying to figure out which way they're going to go. So it lends into Rapid City Stevens going last night to Aberdeen, driving here overnight or into the early morning, and then getting ready to play tonight, and then driving back home and going back to Rapid City for the weekend. So they had a jump start on their weekend, and they had some study hall and everything else that they did for the girls to make sure that they stayed up on their classes, in just a couple weeks into school. But that's why we're at, and why Stevens has played one game already, even though it's against the usual Aberdeen Central team that they would be playing Saturday instead of Friday. Well, they took them to 4 sets last night. It was 29-27, 18-25, 25-19, and 25-18, with the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles picking up the win over the Stevens Raiders. So both teams are coming in at 0-1. Aberdeen Central is now 1-1 after they lost in 5 to Brookings on Tuesday. Governors played Watertown on Tuesday. They were swept in 3 sets, 25-11, 25-14, and 25-16. Govs were able to score a couple more points as they went on throughout the evening, but they were unable to get themselves any kind of lead other than a point that happened just twice in that 3rd set. Watertown pretty much controlled from start to finish, and they were able to dominate to 41 kills to 17, and with it being 5 kills for J.C. Bauer and 5 for Kira Gossman, the 2 that led for the Governors. And for Stevens, their younger squad, you look at their lineup and look at, without looking at their starting line, but just their lineup, they have just 3 seniors on this year's team. And Sydney Wathen, who is a returner, along with Cecilia Shine and Brianna Brewer, the only 3 seniors for the Stevens Raiders. A couple sophomores are on the roster as well. They actually have 4 sophomores, and the rest being juniors for this varsity squad here for the Stevens Raiders. As you look at last year, they went 16-23. They fell in the Sodac 16 to the number 1 team in Harrisburg, who ended up finishing the undefeated season. But Harrisburg swept to Stevens, who went 16-23 in the Sodac 16 last year, and now start the season at 0-1. Just 1 point away is Stevens Raiders, but the Governors are trying to make a match of this, or a 3rd set of this. They're down 14-9. They need 5 more points in the sophomore match before that game wraps up. Also, it is Friday night, so there is a lot of football across the state. We're one of just a few games tomorrow that will be played, with the Governors taking on Aberdeen Central on the road. And so everybody else, let's see here, tomorrow it is just Pierre and Aberdeen that is playing in 11 AA, and we'll be able to give you some score updates as we go about tonight. So we won't have any finals for you by the time that we get off the air, with football taking just a little bit longer than volleyball does. But we can tell you a couple of scores right now. Sioux Falls Roosevelt is leading Rapid City Central 21-13 just after the right around the midway point of the 3rd quarter of that game. 11 AA has not started. 11A Madison is beating Belfouche 14-0 with 9 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. 11B Mount Vernon Plagenton with a 14-6 lead in the 2nd quarter over St. Thomas More. The Miller Rustlers will be Miller Highmore Herald Rustlers taking on Hot Springs, the defending state champions. They open up their season. They had a rare bye for the first week of the season. 9AA Hamlin is beating Hanson 20-0 almost at the end of the 1st quarter. Stanley County takes on the number 1 team in the state, defending state champions in 9AA in Parkston. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff. They're closing in on that in Parkston. 9A, there is one final. Dupree beat North Central 80-26 in that game. That's a high-scoring game in 9A. 80-26. Dupree got a win. That's the only final so far. Avon is beating Sioux Falls Lutheran at 46-8 at the end of the 1st half. And they're the number 1 team is Avon. And then Del Rapids St. Mary beating Irene Wakanda 38-0 with 1 minute to go remaining in that 1st quarter. So Del Rapids St. Mary all over Irene Wakanda in the 1st quarter. Soybeans Chargers taking on Burke. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff. And that'll be over on Country 95.3 and on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports. That is the Chargers, who are receiving votes in the media poll. They are taking on the Burke Cougars, both teams at 1-0. As that is the look at games for the day today across football. And in volleyball, there's not a whole lot to tell you about. For the day today, Mitchell and Sturgis playing at 5 o'clock. That should have been going. We don't have a score update for that. And the only other game, Aberdeen Central and Rapid City Central in AA. And McLaughlin and Wakpala are playing tonight in McLaughlin, as then they will head to Sully Buttes to Oneida to take on the Chargers in that YTC tournament coming up tomorrow as well. So a look around of volleyball and football scores for you, and we're getting set for first serve between Pierre and Rapid City Stevens. We got a conversation with our coaches coming up. Let's start that here as the sophomore game has concluded. Stevens got the win, and the varsity team is getting on the court and getting set and loosened up, ready to go for tonight. Stevens and the Governors, Pierre Governors, coming up here from Riggs High School. Back in 3 minutes, and we'll start our conversation with our coaches. We'll first talk with Coach Montague of the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com. Access Health Fort Pierre is here to serve you. Mission-driven to provide affordable, high-quality health care. Access Health provides personalized care for the entire family, including chronic and acute care, evaluation of illness and injuries, laboratory services, wellness exams, DOT and sports physicals, and immunizations. Access Health Fort Pierre. Affordable, high-quality service without the wait. Compassionate, committed, and convenient. The clinics of Access Health have been serving Central South Dakota for the past 35 years. Access Health, caring for communities, caring for you.
Walking together in faith, living together in faith, working together in faith, that's who we are.
Hi, this is Pastor Sam Hanschke. I hope that our athletes have an excellent and successful season. I pray that God would continue to richly bless them. I invite you to join me in praying for our athletes during the year.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
As we welcome back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Montague of the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. And Coach, you played last night. Kind of a rarity of playing Thursday, Friday in this when Pierre and Aberdeen played the Rapid City schools. So you guys got to play last night. What did you see from your team that you liked and things that need to work on now after that first game?
There's a lot of bright spots from last night. We took Aberdeen to 4. The games were super close. We lost the first one 29-27. We have a great opportunity for our middles to be bigger on the block and really be an option every time. And our outsides are doing well. Really trying to focus on ball setter, ball hitter, not watching that ball and watching that hitter because they tell you where they're going to go. So,
well, one thing we were talking during the commercial break about the fact that you guys played last night, came to Pierre last night after the game, and spent the day here in Pierre. Did you like how you guys were able to have the day here and not have the long bus ride of going to another place or whatever it might be, like the day and the team bonding that you're able to do?
Yeah, it was a little tough today because we got in this morning, so the games went a little late last night. We got in at like 1 in the morning, and then I had them up and ready to go by 8 for breakfast. I think next time we do this, hopefully we can just stay in that town we play in that evening, and then we can take the bus ride, the shorter bus ride to the next city. But they're young, they're adjusting well, they're okay.
This Pierre team played on Tuesday, so you guys got a chance to see film on what you see from this Pierre team.
Yeah, they're a solid team. I think it's going to be fun to play them. I'm really looking forward to it. They've got a great middle. Their setter's really good. I mean, they have some returning seniors, so it's going to be a good game. I'm excited.
What about your team, too? What do you, for those that have not seen, obviously, for Pierre, what your team kind of looks like?
Yeah, so this is my first year coaching Stevens. I grew up in the program. I graduated, went to college, and played volleyball for University of New Mexico. But this returning team, I've got some great leadership in my seniors, and that's the chemistry on the court is something no matter what I can't teach, and they're that's magic in my book. That's the difference between a win and a loss. That chemistry and that magic happens on the court. I mean, I can teach them skills all day, but if they don't have that, I'm kind of in a lose-lose situation.
Second game in a back-to-back. How key is a good start for game tonight?
It's huge for us. We need to come out like we didn't get in at 1 and wake up at 8. So I'm just having them right now in the locker room just focus on the controllables. Ultimately, it's going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes.
Biggest key to a win tonight for Stevens.
Yeah. We need to focus on those things that we can control. Serves are always over and in, and you're hitting those balls in the court as well.
Well, Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck tonight and good luck this season.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
That is head coach Montague of the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Back with more of the pregame show next year in 3 minutes on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Look, it's no secret that owning a vehicle can cause a lot of stress, and they get a lot of wear and tear on them through the extreme seasons we've grown to love. Graham Tire wants you to know that you can trust them with any problem that you have with your vehicle. Their ASE certified mechanics can make your AC cool again, or even just change your oil. They can look into and fix those noises that seem to come from nowhere and have you stressed out. Bring your car to Graham Tire so they can put your mind at ease. Graham Tire, your tire store next door. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Discover the ultimate driving experience at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. With our extensive lineup of vehicles, including reliable sedans, rugged SUVs, and powerful trucks, finding your perfect match has never been easier. Plus, our dedicated team is committed to providing top-notch customer service, ensuring your satisfaction every step of the way. Visit us today and experience the excellence at Capital City Ford Lincoln and Toyota.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your healthcare is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Wahi Federal Credit Union member? At Wahi Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Wahi Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Hawaii Federal Credit Union.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help. Ferding Electric and their team of electricians have been serving the electrical needs of Central South Dakota for over 60 years. For fast, dependable service, call Ferding Electric for free estimates. Commercial, residential, and farm wiring. You'll find a large selection of light bulbs, including the hard-to-find fluorescent bulbs. Ferding Electric at 2903 East Elizabeth Street in Pierre. They'll do the job right the first time. Call 605-224-8684. Ferding Electric, 605-224-8684.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Join me as Coach Kerry Wheelhouse of the Pierre Governors, and Coach, another chance to get back on the court. Back-to-back games now, tonight and tomorrow. But going back to last Tuesday and the loss to Aberdeen or to Watertown, what'd you find out about your team in that first game? Finally getting a chance to see another opponent.
Yeah, got to see. We just needed to shake off some nerves. Watertown is a very, very well-developed team, and so we saw definitely the areas we needed to pick up on. So making sure our passing is getting to our setters so we can run to different locations for hitting, and then serving was great. We served 83%, so we did pretty good there. But just really need to work on those passing and making sure that we're not making our setter work too hard.
Stevens played last night against Aberdeen Central. Did you see anything from that game, anything to take, but also the fact that they did play last night and now playing again tonight?
Yeah, they played last night and had to go 4 sets against Aberdeen. So yeah, they might be a little more tired today, but definitely saw where we can take advantage of some spots in their defense and places where they're able to shift to that we can kind of take advantage of.
Well, and then on top of that too, how important is a good start with the fact that one, you guys want to get to that good start anyway, but on the fact that they might be a little leg tired.
Yeah, get it and be aggressive right at the very beginning, not sit back and kind of get behind. Really go at them hard and really kind of get that start going.
Well, and volleyball, especially in the fall sport, it's rare to have a Friday night home game because football is usually Friday night. No football game tonight. Everybody is locked in on volleyball. How special is it to have a home game on a Friday night?
Yeah, I love having these 3 home games to start out the season. It gives us a good energy. On Tuesday, our student section and crowd was super into the game, which helped keep us up. And so hoping for that again tonight, knowing that the football boys are going to be here and the student section should be strong is exciting.
And also, first of back-to-back games, obviously you're not worried about tomorrow until you get to that point. But having back-to-back games, what's the advantage of being able to have these back-to-back games, especially at home too?
Yeah, we are very excited. Like the girls said on Tuesday night, they weren't ready to be done playing. So now this gives us an opportunity to do that both, tonight and tomorrow right away. And so just being able to do that is going to be exciting.
Biggest key here for a victory tonight for the Governors?
Biggest key is just keep going. Push it. Don't let off the gas and really get aggressive.
Well, Coach, I appreciate the time tonight. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back with more of the pregame show next year on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Govs!
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First and Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
Gear up for an exhilarating fall season with Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer and proud supporters of sports in our community. Whether you're hitting the field or hitting the road, trust Chevy's lineup of dependable vehicles to take you there in style. We are here for all your automotive needs. Stop by our showroom at 1905 North Garfield and Pierre, or explore our inventory online at www.beck-motors.com. Proudly serving our community for 55 years. Beck Motor Company, Pierre, 605-224-5912.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Have you assessed the condition of your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9797 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters, reliable roofing for your peace of mind. AGE Corporation's Contractors and Crane Service is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Athletics. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work construction and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That's 223-2732. AGE, proud supporters of local sports. It's time to gear up with savings during the Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture in Pierre. Slumberland carries all your favorites with the latest styles and fabrics. And now, with this big sale, you can save up to 60% off retail prices. Living room, dining room, bedroom, accent pieces. Find it all at great prices during the last big sale of summer. The Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Saving money never looked so good. Slumberland Furniture on the Truck Bypass in Pierre and slumberland.com.
Do you love video games and want to compete with a team? The Boys and Girls Club of the Capital Area is starting a new esports academy for students in grades 4 through 12 to learn and compete alongside their team against other clubs across the state and country in games like Rocket League, Super Smash Bros., and Valorant. For more information and to sign up, go to bgcaparea.org/programs/esports-academy. We can't wait to have you on our team.
We welcome you back here as we get set for first serve between the Pierre Governors and the Rapid City Stevens Raiders here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. You are listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station, as Emma Thielen is back at the station. John Wickler here on this Friday night, our first of two games here this weekend, and a lot of sports across KCCR. We'll have college football tomorrow, along with college football Sunday, Major League Baseball on Monday, and of course we've got the Pierre Governor football team in action tomorrow night here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Governors wearing their home whites, the Stevens Raiders being wearing their road gray jerseys. The Governors will hit from right to left, and then the Stevens Raiders from left to right. We're just about set and getting ready to go here for volleyball action. And again, we will we'll have score updates from football and volleyball for the day, for the nights, as Soybees Chargers, they are in action. You can catch them over on Country 95.3 and on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports, as they are just about getting it set and ready to roll for a homecoming game up in Oneida, as the Burke Cougars are in town. That is happening. And then Stanley County also just about set to get started, as they are playing Parkson, the top team in 9AA and the defending state champions. Governors and Stevens Raiders. We've got the starting lineups and first serve coming up next. Back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heatolator fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heatolator fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heatolator Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Let Country Carpet and Flooring in Pierre help you update your home or office with the latest in hardwood, laminate, ceramic, vinyl, and carpet fashions. With over 30 years of flooring fashion and solutions, Country Carpet and Flooring makes choosing the right items fun and easy. For the latest design in flooring, call 224-9297 or stop by 414 East Sioux Avenue. Country Carpet and Flooring in Pierre.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers 30-plus years of in-home support services to our local communities. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
At Anderson Rumsa Dental, we want to change the way your family views the dentist. Let us replace your dread of the chair with personal service in a friendly and inviting atmosphere. Using state-of-the-art technology, we offer porcelain crowns completed in one day, saving you time and money. Anderson Rumsa Dental, located at 1521 North Harrison Avenue in Pierre. Experience dental procedures performed while you're in a deeply relaxed state, often with no recollection of the time passed. Anderson Rumsa Dental. Call us today at 605-224-6111. That's 605-224-6111.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120. Sanford Health Pierre Clinic provides comprehensive and convenient care to Pierre, South Dakota, and its surrounding communities. We care for all your health needs, including preventive care, pediatric health, annual checkups, chronic disease care, and more. Schedule an appointment today at 605-224-0369. Ask about our heart health specialists. Visit this clinic on the third Wednesday every month. Sanford Health Clinic, Pierre, 605-224-0369. As we welcome you back, we are set for first serve between Pierre and Rapid City Stevens. As Stevens Raiders are being announced, we go to the starting lineups for both these teams. For the Stevens Raiders, it will be Reagan Broderick, the sophomore, that will get the start. Sydney Watson, one of those seniors in the starting lineup, as well as also going to be Avery Krause, a junior, Cecilia Shine, a senior, Brianna Brewer, wearing number 10, a senior, and Aspen Montague, the wearing number 11, and is a junior. And the libero is Macy Davis, wearing number 1. She is a junior as well, so she is the libero for the Stevens Raiders. Don't have the full positions or the heights for the Stevens Raiders, but we do have their class, as Lindsay Montague is the head coach for the Stevens Raiders. For the Pierre Governors, getting the start will be number 2, Ava Swenson, the 5'5" senior defensive specialist. as well as also Ellie Browers, the 5'7" senior center. Have number 9, Savannah Fullerton, the senior middle hitter. Number 14, J.C. Bauer, the 5'10" senior outside hitter. Campbell Cronin, the 5'11" senior middle hitter. And Addison Soma, the 5'9" senior center. And the libero is Grace Hanson, the 5'8" senior, as she was, again, the libero last year after the injury and was able to take over and play well in that spot. So she's already got the experience. Lainey Ranke was the libero last year. Hanton stepped in her place after she was hurt and was able to then play well in that spot in the libero position. So she'll be the libero again, wearing the black jersey for the Pierre Governors. And Macy Davis, the libero for Stevens, will be wearing the blue jersey for the Raiders. So we are set, ready to roll from Ricks High School. Governors will get the first serve. We'll see who they start with on that first serve and how they will match up with the Stevens Raiders, who went 16-23 last year. The Governors picked up a 4-set win over Stevens to open up the season in 2023. End up with the sweep over Rapid City Schools and sweeping Central then the next day. But we are just about set. Grace Hanton will come into the game in place, I believe, of Addison Soma. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll from Riggs High School. Actually, she'll come in for Savannah Fullerton. And so we're ready to go. Addison Soma will get us started. Swenson, the 5'5" senior. The first serve of Friday night volleyball here at Riggs High School. Goes across, and it will be going too long. And an early first point for the Stevens Raiders on the service error for the Governors, who didn't have a whole lot, only 6 service errors in that first game, first match, as it is Aspen Montague on the serve, and she'll return the favor to the Governors. That one goes long in the outside corner. And Montague with the service error, and we're tied at 1. So now it's Ellie Browers. See if Browers can get the first serve in for the Knights. Brower is a lefty with the serve. That one's right at the line. It was received and now set by Montague. Tipped over. Governors can keep it alive. Somehow was not a lift. And it will be set again by Montague. That one is hit down the line, cross court for the point. Coming for Sydney Wathen. And Wathen will get to Stevens their first points in their first kill. Well, second point, first kill, but the first, I guess, legit point on their own, as it's a 2-1 lead. This will be set by Browers back to Addison Soma, and it will be over the net, middle of the floor, received by the Stevens Raiders, and then knocked down and a kill for Avery Krause off the hands and down to a 3-1 lead. That one came on the near side for Krause, as it will be Wathen that will serve again here for Stevens. Back-to-back points for the Raiders. They lead it 3-1 here in set number 1. Wathen the serve, someone to receive it. Browers will set middle of the floor and then tap down at a point for the Governors. J.C. Bauer makes it 3-2 right in the middle of the floor. Was able to get the touch to come to the near side, and it's a 3-2 lead now for the Raiders. As this will be Campbell Cronin that will serve, and we get a rotation violation on the Stevens Raiders, and it gives the Govs the tie score. So a rotation violation. Pierre has tied the game up 3-3. And it'll be Cronin that will serve again here for the Governors. Didn't matter where that first one was going. This one will go long, and a second service error by the Governors, and Stevens will already take the lead at 4-3. Second service error, the 4 points for the Stevens Raiders they've been able to pick up. From left to right on the serve from Broderick. Received by Swenson, now near side, Fullerton. That's off the hands, but still played by the Raiders. And it's going to be a free ball from Broderick. Back to Swenson, who will pass it up to Browers, who will set behind her. Soma tapped it over the net, played back by the Raiders, a diving play, and then back over, that time from Montague. And another free ball for the Governors, but Hanton will give a free ball back to the Raiders. Now to be set here near side off the hands, and another kill for Avery Krause. As the block just not quite up to the line for the Governors, and it goes off the left side and down. And back-to-back points again here for the Raiders, and they lead it 5-3. Another serve coming from Broderick. Swenson to Browers, now up across. That is tapped to the net. No chance for a double hit. So wasn't going to take the double hit. Was Cecilia Shine. And J.C. Bauer will pick up her second kill. She's got both kills so far for the Governors and a 5-4 advantage for Stevens. But serving here are the Governors, and it will be Bauer that will serve. Well, that one goes across just over the net, sliding for it. Now Montague will set. It was a set that went too far back and then hit long. That one from Shine, and it's the first error from either side hitting wise. It isn't a service error, and we're tied at 5 apiece here in this first set. Bauer again will serve. Davis, the libero, will receive. Set to the near side, tipped and diving for it as Bauer to play it off the dig. Across from Kara Gossman, who's had to fix her hair after that first hit. And then it goes down for a kill on the far side for Brianna Brewer. And a 6-5 lead for Stevens. That one got set to the far side as we'll have our first, well, not necessarily our first sub, but Hadley Hart is going to check in here for the Governors. Her first chance. She did not play on Tuesday. This will be Soma's second hit attack. It was blocked, though, and right back to it was Brianna Brewer to get the block shot to make it a 7-5 lead for Stevens. As we keep going, 2 points for one team, 2 points for the next. Back to a 2-point advantage for Stevens. Kraus on another serve. Brewers to receive. Soma will set. It'll be in the near side. Gossman tipped it over the net, but played by Stevens. Now it'll be set from Montague across, and that one did not get it over the net. A 4-hit violation, as it was Brianna Brewer that put it into the net. So a hitting error from Brewer and a 7-6 lead. Sloan Waldron will check in. She'll go back to serve. So Hart and as well as also Hampton in the back right now for the Governors with Sloan Waldron serving. And the jump serve slips over the net. Now set to the near side. Tapped out by the Stevens Raiders. Brewer back-to-back hitting errors, and the Governors have scored back-to-back points to make it 7-7 here in the first set. One spun off the hands of Brewer. It looked like it was going to, and might have skipped off the net as well. Waldron, another jump serve. This will be played from Davis. Montague had to go pretty far back to play it, so a free ball here for the Governors. Brewers will set middle of the floor for Fullerton, who will hit that one out. And a hitting error by the Governors, 8-7. First hitting error for Pierre. Stevens back up by 1. Pierre's not led in this game, but they've been able to overcome 2-point deficits fairly frequently over the last 12, 14 points. This will be played over from Gossman. Now to be to the far side for the Raiders, and that's going to be back-to-back points again for Stevens. Sydney Watson will pick up her second kill. Hampton got a piece of it, but couldn't dig it out cleanly, and a 9-7 lead here for Stevens. Brianna Brewer back to serve. One of the 4 seniors for the Raiders. Right into the net it goes. Service error by Brewer. That's her third error already, including the 2 kills or 2 attempts that she's had at kills being hitting errors, and then the service error. So it's now a 9-8 lead here for the Pierre Governors, or make that for the Stevens Raiders over Pierre. This will be Fullerton on the jump serve. Montague to set. That'll be hit out and hit long from Shine trying to go on the sideline. Her second hitting error, and again, since we've gotten to 3-1 and Stevens scoring those 2 points, we have flip-flopped 2 points each. The Governors are trying to maybe end this trend a little bit and get their first lead. It's been 3-1, 5-3, and it finally will be 3 points in a row for the Governors. Watson, that one was a miss hit, didn't go over the net, and Pierce got their first lead at now 10-9. It was 3-1 Stevens, 5-3 Stevens, 7-5 Stevens, 9-7 Stevens, and now it's a 10-9 lead. But it's go right back to the Stevens Raiders to tie it up. Waldron to make that Fullerton hit it long. A service error for Savannah Fullerton, and it's now 10-10. Macy Davis, the libero, will serve here for the Raiders. Libero, that one will be hit out as well, and another service error. 11-10 lead for Pierre. Third service error this first set here for Pierre, or for Stevens. Governors with 2 right now. Bauer will check back in, as well as Swenson, as Gossman will take his seats, and Hadley Hart will also take his seats. And Ava Swenson will go back to serve. Swenson from right to left. That'll be just over the net, diving for it. Coming right back to her was for Brewer. She had no chance on that set from Montague. I don't know if Montague really wanted to set it to her. But Brewer had to get up and then try to hit across another third hit, put it in the net, and the Governors now have a 12-10 lead. They've got back-to-back points to have their first 2-point lead. Swenson on the serve to the far side on the back row. Now to be set to the far side again. Blocked by the Governors. And there's a big points for Brewers and Campbell Cronin over there on that far side. It has a 13-10 advantage here for the Pierre Governors. So Cronin and Brewers will get the half block shot each. Swenson just over the net. Far side, Watson an attempt, trying to dig it out, unable to, are the Governors. Diving for it, well, that time was Waldron, and it's now a three-kill night for Sidney Watson, and a 13-11 lead here for the Governors. They lead it by 2, trying to win their first set of the season. Hanson on the reception, went over the net, came back across by Stevens. Now it's Brewers to the near side, two-hand hit across by J.C. Bauer. Now near side again for the Raiders. That more of a free ball. Now Brewers trying to push it to the corner for the Governors. Back to the Raiders side. Near side again attack, and that block will be hit out by Bauer. And a kill for Avery Krause, who's got her third to make it 13-12, and Stevens pulls back within 1. First set, 13-12 lead for the Governors. Largest lead was 3 at 13-10. Swenson the reception of the serve. Brewers will set. Bauer's shot is blocked, and it's now 13-13. No one back to the corner for the Governors, as Krause will pick up the block, and it's now a tie first set again at 13. Montague on another serve. Hampton to receive. Good pass to Brewers. Waiting too far forward and almost got a net violation by Campbell Cronin. Now it's tipped at the net by Stevens, back across. Brewers with the bump set. That's over from Bauer, but dug out. Far side attack from Watson, dug out by Hanson. Brewers tips middle of the floor. That one's off the hands and down, and Campbell Cronin will pick up the kill to make it 14-13. Campbell Cronin's got her first kill, and just the third kill overall for the Governors right now here in this first set. 14-13 is our score. The Governors lead it by 1 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Brewers on the serve. This will be middle of the floor, tapped over. Hampton dives for it off the net. Played back again. Free ball by the Governors, but they got it back over in the third hit. Far side attack from Watson right down the line, and it will be good. As Sydney Watson's got her fourth kill, and it's 14-14. 6 hitting errors for Stevens, along with 3 service errors for the 9 points for Pierre, and just 3 kills so far for the Governors. They've got a rotation violation in there as well. Brewers that went off the ceiling, had to play it back, and then the Governors barely get it over. No, there is no way that went over the antenna. We got the referee, and now we're going to get a whistle. And I say he had it on the over the antenna, but there was no way that actually got over the antenna. And the referee on the stand had ended up saying that he saw that it did not go over around the antenna. So they will replay the point as the referees are starting to all move across. As it'll be Grace Hanson, Ellie Brewers now on the far side. That one will be hit out, and Stevens will get the points anyway and retake the lead at 15-14 as Campbell Cronin will pick up her first hitting error. Sydney Watson will serve. Left to right again, the Raiders lead it by 1. This reception goes back over the net. Montague in the set, that'll be tapped over and down, is unable to be blocked by Bauer. Avery Krause has got her 4th kill. Both her and Watson going back and forth on kills right now, both with 4 apiece to lead their team, and a 16-14 lead here in set 1 for the Stevens Raiders. Watson again on the serve. Swenson to receive this one, back to the near side, Soma. That one is hit out by Soma, and a 17-14 advantage. Third hitting error by the Governors now here in this first set. 17-14 lead here for the Stevens Raiders. Watson on the serve. Hampton to receive it. Brewers middle of the floor, tapped it and set it, but back over, and then Soma puts it right back into the nets. And it's 18-14, and we're going to see our first timeout taken of this match. Kerry Wheelhouse, the head coach of the Pierre Governors, will take the timeout. 18-14 lead for Stevens over Pierre on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Back in 30 seconds here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Back here at Ricks High School, as is an 18-14 lead for the Stevens Raiders, their biggest lead of this first set. Looking at some scores from across the state, 11 AA that's underway. Yankton is beating Huron 12-0 late in the first quarter. Brookings has a 7-0 lead over Sturgis with 2 minutes to go in the first. Mitchell has now taken a 21-0 lead over Douglas with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Watson on the serve. This will be received. The Governors, Browers didn't really get to it, but Swenson on the third hit got it all the way across. Davis will play it. It's going to be hit up by the Raiders. A free ball here for the Governors, but it turns in to a point for Stevens. Brianna Brewer will get credit for the kill, but the Governors would like to have that one back on a free ball that drops in for a point for the Raiders, as it is now a 19-14 lead for Stevens. 5-point advantage for the Raiders. Swenson the reception off the net, unable to be played. It'll be an ace for Macy Watson. And the lead is now up to 20 for make that 20-14, up to 6 for the Raiders. Another serve for Macy Watson. Hanton to receive it. Brower is now on the near side for Soma. That's over the net, but played by Montague. Now a bump set far side. That hit was blocked by the Governors. Stayed on the Gov side, though. Bauer will have to get it across, and then played by Brewer. Set back to the back line. Got across from Watson. Didn't get all of it, but then the reception from Hanton went across the net, and then it was end up being a net violation by Stevens, and the Governors are gifted the point to make it 20-15. That's a big point for Pierre. That was down an easy point for Stevens without a net violation. So the Governors finally break the trend. And then an ace here coming from Campbell Cronin. It is 20-16. I went right at Brianna Brewer, and she had no place to go with it. Hit the line drive right at her. First ace of the evening for the Governors, 20-16. Cronin, that'll be here on the near side. Brewer played it again, as this will be played down, and the Governors trying to get to it, but a kill coming for Avery Krause to make it 21-16. Cronin was able to get over to make a play on it, but couldn't get it far enough up the floor, and Ava Swenson went diving, and by the time that she got a piece of it, too close to the ground and went back to the back wall. Broderick on the serve. Browers now will set. Over from Bauer, but played back again by Stevens. Browers on the second hit, got it to the corner. Now Montague will set near side, tipped and played back again by the Governors. Now Soma again, she'll set it for Fullerton off the net, and then received again here by Stevens. Near side attack, that'll be hit out and long from Avery Krause, her first hitting error, and it's 21-17. Governors are trying to mount a comeback here in this first set. They're down by 4, 21-17 here in the first set. Bauer will serve here for the Governors. That'll be hit out by Bauer, and it's 22-17. Fourth service error of this first set for the Governors. Hadley Hart will check in for Bauer. Hart, the 5'6" junior defensive specialist. Stevens now 3 points away from picking up a first set win. This will be blocked, but out. Kira Gossman will get the kill. Her first of the night, just the 4th kill overall here for the Governors in this first set. And just one ace on top of it, but it's still just a 4-point lead for the Raiders. That'll be another service error, that one from Sloan Waldron. 5th service error by the Governors to Stevens, and it's 23-18. And Pierre is within 5 points to make that. Pierre was within 5 points of Stevens, but the Raiders only 2 points away from winning the first set. Fullerton tips over the net. That'll be a kill for Savannah Fullerton, as she was able to tip that over to the right side. And Macy Davis went diving for it, but unable to play it. So Fullerton will pick up her first kill, and now she'll go back to serve. Down by 4 the Governors, 23-19. Jump serve from Fullerton, received by the Raiders, set by Montague, and then down for a kill for Watson, her 5th of the first set. And it's 5 set points now here for the Stevens Raiders in the opening set of the night. Macy Davis, the libero, back to serve, wearing the blue jersey for the Stevens Raiders. Leading by 5. This will be hard to receive. Over towards the crowd. Brower's got over to it. Free ball, though, coming from Swenson. Governors are trying to get back defensively. It'll be tipped over. Hanson's there to play it. More of a free ball. That'll be set an attack from Cronin, but that is dug out by the Raiders and then tipped out of play. No, it is in on the line, and it will be a kill for Montague to pick up the first set win. 25-19. The Governors drop the first set to the Stevens Raiders. 1-0 lead for Stevens. Back in 2 minutes with set number 2. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Sports. Bring your crew to the ranch. We have hot buffet options including legendary pizza, the country's best chicken, savory sides, nutritious salads, and delicious desserts. Perched right on the river, our Fort Pierre Pizza Ranch is only minutes from the South Dakota State Capitol building and right down the road from where the Pierre Governors play. The Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre. Go Govs!
Becky Potsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
Hi, I'm South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley. If you are a crime victim, there is a way you can stay updated on your case. Crime victims can access the statewide Automated Victim Information and Notification System, or SAVIN. This free service provides victims with important criminal information and notifications. For more information, call 1-844-299-4608 or go to savin.sd.gov.
At Wheelhouse Auto Body, we believe in treating our customers and their cars like family. Our service-focused team has over 50 years combined experience in the automotive repair industry. If you have a vehicle, big or small, that needs some TLC, Wheelhouse Auto Body team is ready to take care of you. Visit Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact us at 605-494-0436. Wheelhouse Auto Body of Pierre.
Back here for the start of the second set. Pierre Governors trail at 1-0 as Stevens wins the first one, 25-19. Look at maybe some volleyball scores. There's not a lot of games to be played volleyball-wise, and we'll see if there is anything to tell you about. Aberdeen Central is about to take a 2-0 lead on Rapid City Central. That's the only other game that is of note. 11 AA in football. Well, not much has changed. Spearfish, though, is leading T 14-0 in the first quarter with 1 minute to go in the first quarter. That is a surprise. If that is an accurate first quarter score between Spearfish and T. Stanley County, they're down 28-0 right now to Parkson with 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Soybeans Chargers over on Country 95.3. They lead at 12-6 late in the first quarter as well. A couple of other notes. Kadoka Erie beating Lyman 16-6 right now in the first quarter. Looking at some other scores as well. It is Warner beating Potter County 19-0 in that first quarter as well. And looking at Winter and Wagner coming up here shortly, but we are underway in the second set. It is Campbell Cronin, a free ball away to the Stevens Raiders. Near side attack. Hadley Hart is there to dig it out, but it goes off the referee's stand. And an early kill in the second set to get us going, as that, I believe, was going to be from Avery Krause. And her 6th kill of the night. And Stevens leads at 1-0 here in the second set. This will be across from Aspen Montague on the serve. Campbell Cronin's attempt, that is blocked. And that will be by Sydney Watson to make it a 2-0 lead for Stevens. That is the third block shot of the evening for the Stevens Raiders. Hanton to receive. Browers now on the near side for make to the far side. Gossman's a kill attempt, and we get a net violation against the Stevens Raiders, and the Governors will pick up their first point here of set number 2. 25-19, Stevens wins the first set, and they lead at 1-0 in sets on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Don't forget, tomorrow night we've got Pierre Governor football. Tomorrow evening, we start in the afternoon, 4:30 with coverage, and 5 o'clock kickoff on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Aspen Montague will set far side. That shot is blocked, and the Governors will pick up another point. Browers and Cronin, they both get that block. So each of them, we'll give them the half block in the first point. We'll give them each of them with a full block for points. 2 blocks and 2 points for those 2 girls right now. 2-2 is their score. This will be Ava Swenson again on the serve. Montague goes to the far side, hit into the nets, and a hitting error by Avery Krause. Governors had just 4 kills in that first set. They had 4 hitting errors along with the 5 service errors. Stevens had 13 kills, 7 hitting errors along with 3 service errors. 10 points on hits alone coming to the Pierre Governors in that first set. There's an ace, miscommunication by Stevens, falling between both Avery Krause as well as also Brandon Brewer. And Ava Swenson will pick up her first ace, second ace of the day for the Governors, and they lead it 4-2 now here in set number 2. Swenson again will serve from right to left. It's a receive by Krause. Played back, middle of the floor. More of a free ball here for the Governors. Brewers. So that is set, that is blocked, and we get a net violation against the Stevens Raiders again to make it a 5-2 lead here for the Governors. They have scored 5 straight points to lead it by 3 here in set number 2. Ava Swenson will serve here for the Governors. On the serve, it'll be played across the net, hit down by the Governors. That was Cronin had it, and it was popped up in the air, and no talking from the Stevens Raiders. And a 6-2 lead here for the Governors. Campbell Cronin will pick up her second kill, and Coach Montague's got to take her first timeout of the night. Governors with 6 straight points. They lead 6-2 here in set 2. Back in 30 seconds on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Red Rosa Italian Grill invites you to check out all the amazing things they have to offer. They are more than just delicious food. They have a full bar featuring one of the largest whiskey and bourbon selections in the area. Stop down for happy hour daily from 3 to 6. Lunch specials are served from 11 to 2 during the week. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9, and Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10. Red Rosa Italian Grill, located at 808 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre.
It is a 6-2 lead for the Pierre Governors and the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. We are in set 2, but the Governors do trail at 1-0. 25-19 win for the Raiders in this first set. Now here in the second set, with Pierre leading by 4. And they will come out of the timeout. Stevens took their first timeout of the match. Coach Montague did not have to take one in that first set. Only one timeout was taken. And we will have a violation on the serve from Ava Swenson as she crossed the line on the serve. And it's a 6-3 lead. And that breaks the streak of 4 straight. That's not how you probably draw it up to slow the momentum down as a coach, but you'll absolutely take it to get that next point. Brewers now will set for Cronin, tapped over the wall, and is diving twice, and a third hit a free ball. Soma will pass to Brewers, who tried to swing for it, but it was dug out by Montague. Back across here for the Governors now. And it's going to be at the net, tapped at the net, but it's played down. And it was, I don't know if Krause will get the kill or not. And it's going to be just a point for the Stevens Raiders to make it now 6-4. I don't think it ever got across the net. Macy Watson now will serve from left to right. That skipped off the net. Hampton was able to get a piece of it. Now it's going to be a free ball from Soma across. Montague will set for the near side. That's down for a kill for Avery Krause, her 7th of the night. And 3 straight points out of the timeout here for Stevens. Makes it 6-5. Governors still lead it by 1, but the Raiders have closed the gap. Watson will serve here from left to right again. Hampton to receive this one. Brewers now will set. Middle of the floor. She was maybe looking for Cronin. Miscommunication on where that was going to, and the Governors will give the point to Stevens to make it 6-6. Cronin went up for the fake jump on the fake attack. but it wasn't hit far enough to Bauer on the near side. So it's now 6-6 as we're all tied up. The serve will go back across. The reception of the serve goes back across. This will be tapped over by the Raiders. Now it's Browers, a second hit attack that is easily played by the Raiders. Back off the net. That was blocked by the Governors. Montague to set again here for Stevens. Back row attack from Watson. Skipped off the net and played by Hanton. Then the attack from Campbell Cronin goes in the corner. And a 7-6 lead for the Governors. Cronin's got her second kill of the set, third of the evening. And a 7-6 lead again. The Governors don't give the lead back to Stevens. Browers, lefty serve. To the corner it comes. Played over to the scorer's table and an ace for Ellie Browers. Service reception error by the Raiders leads to an ace for Ellie Browers and an 8-6 advantage now for Pierre in set number 2. As they trail it 1-0. Watson to receive it. Montague now will set far side. That attack goes between Swenson and Hanton. And Brianna Brewer will get the point, her third kill of the night, and it's 8-7 now in favor of Pierre. Reagan and Broderick to serve for the Raiders. Small jump serve. Swenson to receive it. Browers now will set it behind her and then put it in the net by Cronin. And it's 8-8. Cronin's second hitting error. First error hitting-wise for the Governors in the second set. All squared at 8 here in the second. Hanton to receive the serve from Broderick. Browers now to set for Soma on the near side. That's dug out by Watson. Montague to set near side again. That is tipped and going to be down off the hands of the Governors. And it's Avery Krause to pick up her third kill of the set. 9-8 score. Stevens retakes the lead for the first time since they got a 2-0 lead. Another serve here from Broderick. Swenson to receive. It'll be Browers now to be hit across from Cronin. That's going to be down. Campbell Cronin will pick up the kill. More of a changeup from Campbell Cronin. Her third kill of the set. Fourth overall of the night, and it's now 9-9. So Browers getting some instruction from assistant coach Chloe Kaiser. Cronin, or make that Bauer on the serve. It was Cronin on the serve. Now it'll be here for Fullerton. That shot was blocked, and it'll be a point for the Stevens Raiders. Cecilia Shine will pick up the block shot points. Her first of the night. And Stevens back up by 1-10-9. Krause will serve. And he goes underneath the net for a service error. And it's now 10-10. Fourth service error by Stevens tonight. Governors with 6 so far. Hadley Hart will serve for the first time. She checks in for J.C. Bauer. Hart on the serve. Davis to receive it. Now Montague on the near side. That is going to be hit out long by Brewer. Her fourth hitting error, and Pierre is back up by 1-11-10. Hart again, another serve. The lefty across. It'll be received by Krause, set by Montague, and then more of a free ball for the Governors, but dug out by Hart. Now Soma with the attack. That's dug out by Krause. Second hit attack right over the top of Fullerton and down right in the middle of the floor. And it's now 11-11. And Montague will pick up the point. Her first kill of the second set. Brewer on the serve, Hanton to receive it. Soma now will set near side for Gossman. That is dug out by Davis at the net. Now back over. Brewer is able to play it. Soma will set here for Gossman again. That is dug out another time. Here is Montague, far side attack. That is going to be right on the line and in. Macy Watson will pick up her first kill of this second set and a 12-11 lead now for Stevens. On the attack, Brewers are on the serve. Brewers to receive. Now Fullerton, middle of the floor. That is going to be into the net. A 4-hit violation. A hitting error by Savannah Fullerton. And a 13-11 lead now for Stevens. Brewer on the serve. It'll be received by Hanton. Soma to the corner, and Addison Soma will pick up the kill to make it 13-12. First kill of the night for Soma. Makes it 13-12. Sloan Waldron will check in to go back to serve here for Soma. Waldron, jump serve. That is between two different Stevens Raiders, and it lands out. You could fit a volleyball between the two, and that was about all you could do. There wasn't any room for any piece of paper without it touching. As it's now 14-12 for Stevens. Misplayed on Hanson's reception of the serve, and it becomes an ace for Macy Davis. Her second ace of the night is 15-12 for Stevens. So they lead it by 3 here in the second set, leading 1-0 in sets, and then served into the nets by Davis. Second time that she's got a service error, 2 aces to 2 errors, and it's 15-13. Governors down by 2 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Savannah Fullerton on the serve. This will be a high reception up in the air. Montague, back row attack. That's hit out by Brewer. 5 errors now from Brewer hitting wise, and it's a 1-point game again here in set 2, 15-14. Sloan Waldron on the serve. Into the net it goes. Make that Savannah Fullerton, excuse me. And it's 16-14. Fullerton's second service error. A 2-point advantage again here for the Stevens Raiders. Governors served well Tuesday, but have not been able to serve as well so far tonight through 2 sets. Back row attack coming from Sloan Waldron. That is dug out by the Raiders. And the attack is down from Kraus. 9 kills now for Avery Kraus, and it's 17-14. Stevens leads it by 3. Aspen Montague on the serve. This will be at the net, touched, and kill for the Raiders again. That'll be from Sydney Wathen, and it's now 18-14, and we got a timeout taken by the Governors. 18-14, Stevens leads it by 4 here in set 2. Back in 30 seconds on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Crunch early, crunch late. Like worn leather boots on a trail. Crunch like a pastry knife through pie crust, or steel-toed boots at a construction site. Here's to the ones that come through when the pressure's on, when it's crunch time, so to speak. For you, we do more than run the numbers. We crunch them.
This is Stephanie Sanchez, your mortgage loan officer at First Fidelity Bank, serving Pierre and Fort Pierre. I'm ready to crunch some numbers for you.
Wherever you're born to be, Stephanie was born to help you get there. First Fidelity, born to bank. Equal housing lender.
It is a 4-point advantage here for the Pierre Governors, or make that for the Stevens Raiders on the American Family Insurance and Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Timeout taken by Coach Wheelhouse. The Raiders have a 1-0 lead in the first, with the first set win, 25-19. And so now an 18-14 advantage here in the second set. Both teams have taken their time at one of their 2 timeouts. And we've got the serve coming here from Aspen Montague, who put it right in the nets. And just like Stevens' timeout, turned into an error from the serve for the Governors. The Governors will get the error from the Raiders, as Montague will pick up her second service error, and it's now 18-15. Ava Swenson will serve. Governors down by 3 here in this second set. This will be a long serve, stayed in play. Set middle of the floor, tipped at the nets, and then Hampton to dig it out. Brower is now to the middle of the floor on that set to Bauer, but she puts that into the net. It's now 19-15 for Stevens. And J.C. Bauer will pick up her first hitting error. She has not had a kill in this second set. Governors with the same amount of kills in this set as they did in set number 1. They still got a little bit of ways to go here in the second set. It'll be Browers to the corner. Davis is there. Montague slides in on the set. High shot over, free ball here for the Governors. Browers just set for Cronin. That is dug out though at the net. And then back over the nets, and unable to get to it was Waldron. And it will be the point for the Stevens Raiders on just a free ball over again. And I believe that one came, I believe it was from Cecilia Shine that came over. This will be Hampton on the serve. Brewers, this will be on the far side, going across court, and it's hit out by Bauer. And it's now 21-15. And Stevens leads it by 6 here in the second set. Sydney Wathen on the serve. Hampton to receive. Brewers now will set, and it will be across by Bauer, but dug out by Stevens. And then the block attempt got back over by the Governors, but it still will be a kill for Brewer. And it's 22-15. And just 1 point out of that timeout for the last 5 have gone to the Stevens Raiders. 22-15, 7-point lead here for the Stevens Raiders over the Governors. Swenson on the serve. Brewers will set. That will be tapped to the net, blocked by Stevens, and it's now 23-15. Brewer will pick up the block. That'll be her second block shot of the night. 8-point lead here for Stevens. 2 points away from a 2-0 lead on the Governors. That'll be hit in the net, though. A service error again by Stevens. Coming from Macy Wathen, make that Sydney Wathen her first. (23-16). Governors down by 7. Brewers to the corner. Wathen to receive it. It'll be Montague to set it far side. That's hit into the nets by Brewer. Another hitting error by Brianna Brewer. And it's 23-17. Governors are down by 6 here in this second set. Ellie Brewers again will serve. The lefty long shot across. This will be Montague to set for Brewer again. That is blocked by the Governors, but played again by Stevens. Now it'll be a back row tap, tapping it to the nets, and it will be a hitting error from Sydney Wathen. Her second error of the night, 23-18. Governors a pull within 5 again. Brewers will serve. Sliding over the nets. Sliding down was Wathen. Tipped at the net by the Governors. Diving for Hampton. Soma put it in the corner. Davis got a hand to it. Then a one-arm dive to play from Montague. Free ball for the Governors. Soma on the far side. That attack is blocked by Davis, or dug out by Davis. Then tipped at the net by the Governors. Dug out by Swenson. We have free ball from Pierre. Soma got it over, but got it out. And it's 24-18. Miscommunication between the two. And it's 24-18. And 6 points now to work with here for Stevens to try and take a 2-0 lead on the Governors. Broderick on the serve. Soma to receive it. Hampton will have to play it up. Come back to Soma. Two-handed touch to the back line. Now Montague to set over from the Raiders, but dug out by the Governors. Bauer attack, going cross court, but dug out by Stevens again. Brewer on the far side. Swenson got a piece of it. Campbell Cronin tried to get it over, but it will be Brewer with the kill. And the set going to the Stevens Raiders, 25-18. And the Governors now trail at 2-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. 25-19, 25-18. We'll step aside for 2 minutes, come back with set 3 after this. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Comtech is a total technology solutions provider. Comtech is ready to get technology to work for you, not against you. Stop into Comtech to see our selection of TVs, home audio systems, computers, and security systems. They have brand names like Samsung, Bose, Sonos, and Lenovo, just to name a few. Comtech has what you're looking for in technology. Stop in at 1601 Lowell Avenue in Pierre, or visit their website at comtechplus.com. Comtech, your trusted technology solutions provider.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Has it been years since you've been to the dentist? Are you afraid to see a dentist? If so, you are among many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At our office, we pride ourselves as an office that uses a personal touch to offer gentle dentistry, tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods which allow the patients to feel comfortable. So whether it has been many years or 6 months since your last dental visit, your oral health is important. We invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021, 223-2021.
We welcome you back. We are set for set number 3. Pierre Governors are down 2-0 in sets right now. The American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. 25-19, 25-18 with those first 2 set wins for the Stevens Raiders. Football score update over on Country 95.3 and on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports. Sully Buttes is beating Burke 26-6. With that still says 9 minutes left to go in the first. I think they're in the second quarter, 26-6 lead for the Sully Buttes Chargers. Parkston having their way right now with Stanley County, 42-0 midway point of the second quarter. So Stanley County cannot allow another score here. Big upset right now. Spearfish leading T 20-6 midway point of the second quarter. Yankton all over here on 39-0. As Ava Swenson will get the first serve of the third set. We're underway here in set 3. Shot was blocked by the Governors, but stayed alive by the Raiders, and then it was tapped by Montague, and Hampton coming to the near side couldn't get over to it. And Aspen Montague will get her third kill, 1 in each of the 3 sets so far, and Stevens opens up with a 1-0 lead. Governors have to make a long rally here. They got to get a reverse sweep. They did that a couple times the last couple of years. J.C. Bauer with the attack. This will be played over, back to the middle of the floor. Cable Cronin tried to block the shot, but it was off the hands and down on the Pierce side. And Brandon Brewer will pick up her 6th kill of the night and a 2-0 advantage here for the Stevens Raiders. On the serve, this will be to the back row. Swenson to receive it. Now come near side for Bauer. That is dug out by the Raiders easily. Montague near side off the hands of Bauer. Down for a kill for Avery Krause, who has picked up her 10th kill of the night. 3-0 lead here for Stevens in set number 3. It'll be a cross again on the serve from Aspen Montague, and then attack and a kill for Campbell Cronin. Unable to be dug out by Brewer. And Cronin's picked up her 5th kill of the night. Just the 9th kill overall for the Governors. Ellie Browers. This will be played here by Montague. Davis, the libero, came in. Browers for Soma, 2-hand push down the line. Far side attack by the Stevens Raiders. Tapped over the wall, but the Governors and Brewers are able to dig it out. Bauer across, sliding in to save it. So it was Brewer. Far side attack, hit out by Wathen. And it's now a 3-2 advantage. Stevens with those first 3 points. And now Stevens has gotten back-to-back points. Make that the Governors have gotten back-to-back points. 13th hitting error by the Stevens Raiders. Brewers on the serve. This will be to the near side now for the Raiders, and it's tipped into the nets. Broderick will have to pick up the hitting error. 3 straight here for the Governors, and it's now tied 3-3 here in set number 3. Stevens still leads at 2-0 in sets. Brewers on the serve. It'll be Montague. Got the set, but off the net and out by Broderick another time. And it's now 4-3 for the Governors. They picked up 4 straight points, leading by 1 now here in this third set. 3 hitting errors of the first 4 points. This will be right down the line off the net, but it is hit out on the near side by Brewers on the serve. It'll be her first service error. And 9 errors now in total here by the Governors on their serves. Hanson to receive the serve from the Raiders. This will be over by Soma, but dug out by Stevens. Far side attack from Brewer, hang up in the air, but dug out by Swenson back over the net. Now a back row attack here from Cindy Wathen, who hit the net, and it stayed in bounds as it went right in the middle of the floor and then rolled its way down to the corner, or on the side. And a kill for Cindy Wathen, her 8th of the night, and it's 5-4. Hampton on the serve. This will be a lift called, a double hit called against Ellie Browers, and a 6-4 lead here for the Stevens Raiders. Hitting here for Browers, her first of the night. On the serve, skipped off the net, Hampton to receive. Browers second hit attack, got it across. Watson's right there. Montague set in the middle of the floor. Blocked by the Governors, but still played here by Stevens, and hit in the net by Brewer. Didn't get all of it, didn't get it over. Another hitting error by the Raiders. And Brianna Brewer's, she's got 6 kills, but she's got 7 errors so far tonight. And 4 of the 5 points for the Governors right now are off hitting errors by the Raiders in this third set. Davis will get across, free ball here for the Governors. Browers will set, Soma will come in, tapped it off the net, and it will go down. And Addison Soma will pick up the kill to make it 6-6. 2 kills now here for Addison Soma. We're tied at 6 here in this third set. This will be Cronin on the serve, then goes into the nets, and now a 7-6 lead for Stevens. So as quickly as the Governors tied it up, another service error, 10th of the day for the Governors. Turns into a 7-6 advantage. You are listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Emma Thielen is back at the station. John Wickley here on this Friday night. Governors are down 2-0 in sets right now. Fullerton's shot is blocked and on the line, as it will be Cecilia Shine. Make that Kraus that will pick up the block shot. And it's 8-6 lead for Stevens. Governors dropped the first one 25-19. Dropped the second one 25-18. Now down 8-6 here in this third set. It is Browers that will set behind her. Bauer two-hand push across. Now it'll be off the hands and a dig there from Swenson. Browers will come up to set for Bauer. Got it across, middle of the floor, but dug out by Stevens. Montague, that set goes a bit too far back from Kraus. And Avery Kraus will have the hitting error. And the Governors got to take advantage of all these errors. That is already the 5th of this set and 17th of the night by the Stevens Raiders. And they got 17 hitting errors. The Governors have just 10 kills in total on their side. Hadley Hart will serve from the corner on the nearest side. Goes across the far side corner. And then it will be a shot into the net. It's another hitting error by the Stevens Raiders. It's now 8-8. I believe that was Cecilia Shine that had the attack. So it's now a 8-8 score. And that is the 7th error of this set here by Stevens. Montague, that's going to be a lift called. 9-8 lead for Pierre. And another hitting error. Montague's first of the night. Pierre leads at 9-8. Governors up by 1 here in this third set. Davis, this will be set on the far side. That attack, Hart is able to dig it out. Now Browers will set for Soma. That is going to be a hitting error from Soma, as that one went too far. 9-9 our score. Second hitting error of the set for the Governors, and 11th overall tonight. On the serve from Kraus. Played by Browers, set by Soma. It'll go over across, and it will be hit out by Fullerton. And a 10-9 score here for Stevens. This has been the set of the miscues. We've got 10 hitting errors between these two teams and only 19 points scored. And then you add on top of a couple of service errors too, as that one will be hit in the net, so it's now a 10-10 score. That one came from Kraus, I believe. And it is going to be now Soma that will serve. This will be going across. It'll be played Davis near side. That attack, Soma's able to dig it out. Browers will set middle of the floor for Fullerton, but it was blocked. I don't know. They're going to say it was blocked by Cecilia Shine to make Stevens up 11-10. And it easily could have been a hitting error by the Governors, not across the net. Looked like it really didn't go over the net. Brianna Brewer will serve. Sloan Waldron to receive it. That'll be Kira Gossman that will go across. That's tapped over. Hampton, Fullerton, able to get a piece of it. Waldron pushed it across. The free ball here for Stevens. Far side attack from Wathen. Hands and down. And Sydney Wathen will pick up the kill. Her 9th of the night, 12-10 lead here for Stevens. 2-point advantage here for the Raiders. This will be Brianna Brown on the serve. Waldron slides in to receive. Growers will set. Gossman put it in the net. 13-10. Fourth hitting error of the set for the Governors. 11th overall between these two teams because there's been 7 so far from Stevens. You add an 8th in there as this will be just over by Fullerton. High free ball here for the Governors. Montague had a second hit attack. Governors catch a break on that one. It's now going to be Gossman attack that's dug out by Davis. Set by Montague. Far side attack that is dug out. Hart to play it. Now Brewers for Gossman again. Sliding in to save it with Stevens and Brewer. And tapped into the nets by Wathen to make it 13-11. Sydney Wathen with the hitting error. And the 8th hitting error of the night of this set by Stevens. Governors with 2 kills and 8 hitting errors from Stevens. There's going to be an ace for Savannah Fullerton to make it a 13-12 score. Fullerton's first ace of the night. Fullerton on the serve again. That's another ace. Misplayed twice. First one was off the hit. Second time was miscommunication. Back-to-back aces, and we're tied at 13. On the American Family Insurance, Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. On the serve again. This will be played by Davis. Montague on the set. That is off the net. Third hit attack. Got it to the corner, but a nice diving play by Brewer. A little bit of a free ball between the two teams. Now Gossman will put it in the net to make it a 14-13 lead for Stevens. 5th hitting error of this set. 14-13. Stevens leads by 1 here in set number 3. Macy Davis will serve. Hampton to receive it. Now Brewers. This will be over from Waldron. That'll be back row attack. That is Hampton to receive at the net. Brewers got across and a net violation called against the Raiders. And we're tied at 14. 14-14 our score here at the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard in this third set. Governors down 2-0. Ava Swenson will serve here for the Governors. This will be at the net. Back here for Davis. Now Brewers to set for Bauer, but she'll hit it out. And a 15-14 lead for Stevens. 3 errors now for Bauer in the night. Has not picked up a kill since the first set. Governors are still looking for their first set win of the season. This will be 3 quick hits by the Governors. Tic-tac-toe across the net. And then an attack from Krause. Governors never got back defensively in their positions. And Avery Krause will pick up the kill. Her now 11th of the night. And it is a 16-14 advantage here for Stevens. 2-point lead for Stevens in set number 3. Brewers on the near side. Bauer across, dug out by Davis, back by Cronin, but didn't get all of it. Davis now to the near side, Krause across, Hampton to receive it. Brewers sets it for Cronin, unable to hit that one hard enough to get it past Davis. Tapped over the wall and down for a kill, as that is going to be Sydney Wathen to pick up her 10th kill of the night. 17-14, Stevens leads. This attack goes across. Hampton to receive it. Brewers now near side for Bauer. Off the hands, but played again here by the Raiders. That's a dig from Swenson. Now near side for Bauer. That one right down the corner, cross courts. As J.C. Bauer makes it 17-15. Her 3rd kill of the night, first one since set 1. Ellie Brewers to serve. Governors down by 2 here in this 3rd set. Stevens looking to get their first win of the season. The Governors are trying to get their first set win to start a reverse sweep. But that'll be played and killed for the Stevens Raiders, as Krause will pick up another kill. Her third of this set, 18-15. 3-point advantage again here for the Stevens Raiders. And now a rotation violation against the Governors to make it 19-15. Four-point advantage here for the Stevens Raiders. (19-15). Conversation with the down official with Coach Kerry Wheelhouse. So Sydney Wathen now will serve. Swenson to receive it. Browers will set, and that'll be to the corner on the line for J.C. Bauer to make it 19-16. Bauer will pick up her second kill of the set, fourth of the night. 16-14, make that 19-16. Stevens leads by 3 here in this third set. Campbell Cronin on the serve. That is just out by maybe a couple inches. It is 20-16. That is the third service error. 11 here for the Governors tonight. Browers set for Soma. That is dug out by Montague. Now set by Wathen the near side. Diving for it was Swenson. Got a piece of it, and the Raiders can't get it back across. Good play there from Swenson to get the point for the Governors. 20-17. Pierre is down by 3. Stevens within 5 points of finishing out the night. The Governors aren't going out without a fight. Hadley Hart will check in. She'll go back to serve. The junior is ready to serve. The lefty goes across. Davis to receive it. Montague will set on the far side. Brewer's attack was tipped and then dug out. Here coming the near side again. That one's off the hands from Gossman. Played by Stevens again. That's tipped, dug by Browers. Right back to it. And Brianna Brown sends it right back down to Hadley Hart to get the kill. It's a 7-kill night for Brianna Brewer, and it's 21-17. We got number 6 in, and I don't know, it's not on the roster. Did not hear what Ryan Munson had said, but it's going to be outs on the service error. I believe it might be Molly Fisher who he said it was. Service error for Fisher. And it's now 21-18. Governors down by 3. Addison Soma on the serve. Davis to receive. Now going to be near side. Hart trying to get the dig. Went off the bottom of the backboard of the basketball hoop. And it'll be Brianna Brewer, who has had a couple of hard hits the last 2 times that she has scored. She's got 8 kills now. But she is really letting them loose right now. She'll go back to serve as Stevens is 3 points away from picking up his sweep of the Governors. Browers now Gossman. The attack will go down for a kill to make it 22-19 and went to the back row. Gossman's second kill of the night. Campbell Cronin leads the team with 5. Bauer with 4. 2 for Soma and Gossman and 1 for Fullerton. That's all the Governors have had so far. And Fullerton will hit that one long in the serve to make it 23-19. Her third service error of the night. 4-point advantage here for the Stevens Raiders. And 2 points away from a sweep. Hanton on the reception. Got over the net, stayed in play. That'll be tacked over. Broderick gave the Governors a free ball. Sloan Waldron will set for Gossman. It was dug by Davis. That was tipped. Hanton's there to dig it out. Now it's Browers with the attack, and the lefty will knock it down for the kill. 23-20. Ellie Browers picks up her first kill tonight. A big smile on her face. She's fired up, and the Governors are down by 3. Ava Swenson will check in, as well as J.C. Bauer in for Gossman and Hart. Swenson back to serve. Governors need a couple of points here. Make it a little bit easier for him if Stevens gets to 24 before they get to 24. That'll be Montague to set it for Wathen, and now we've got match points. Cross-court finish from Sydney Wathen. And she's got 11 points, 11 kills. And we'll get a quick sub. Avery Krause will check back in for Fisher. It'll be serving from Aspen Montague, the setter. 24-20 for match points. Hinton to receive. Swenson will have to go all the way to the back corner. Free ball coming from Cronin. High upstate underneath the ceiling. It'll be now played to the near side. Krause will try and win it. It goes off the net. So there is no game match point that time for the Stevens Raiders. Krause with the service, or with the hitting error. 9 of the 21 points have come from hitting errors for the Governors in this third set. Growers will serve it into the nets, and that will be how the match finishes. 25-21 in set number 3. And the Governors will drop a sweep to the Stevens Raiders. 25-19, 25-18, 25-21. Stevens sweeps Pierre 3-0. We will step aside for 2 minutes, come back with stats and final scores here in the postgame show. Back in 2 minutes on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
As we welcome you back here, it is a final score. The Pierre Governors drop the match to the Stevens Raiders with the scores of 25-19, 25-18, and 25-21. As the Govs just couldn't find a rhythm long enough to pick up several points in a row to get a set win. They end up dropping those 3 sets and have failed to win a set so far here this season as they fall to 0-2. We go through some of the stats. Well, the Governors, they had their chance with the amount of 21 hitting errors, along with 9 service errors. 30 points were scored in the match by the Raiders making the mistakes of just those hitting errors. There's a couple net violations, rotation violations, all that other stuff. But they had 30 points from just a hitting and service error standpoint, including they had 9 hitting errors at Stevens in that third set. But overall, the Governors just finished with 14 kills in total to 35 kills for the Stevens Raiders. It was end up being 15 hitting errors by the Governors, 21 errors for Stevens. 5 aces to 2 in favor of the Governors, 13 service errors for Pierre, 9 for the Raiders, 7 block shots for Stevens, 2 for the Governors. As we go through the individual totals for the Pierre Governors, Campbell Cronin led the team with 5 kills and 1 ace. Was 4 kills for J.C. Bauer, 2 for Addison Soma, 2 for Kira Gossman, along with also on top of that with a 1 kill for Savannah Fullerton and 1 for Ellie Browers. Fullerton had 2 aces. Browers had an ace. Ava Swenson with an ace for the Governors in the match tonight. For the Stevens Raiders, 2 in double figures. 12 kills to lead all scorers for Avery Krause, 11 for Sydney Wathen, and then it was 8 for Brandon Brewer, who really came on strong at the end of that match. 3 for Aspen Montague, and then 1 for Cecilia Shine. 2 block shots for Shine, 2 block shots for Brewer, 2 for Avery Krause, and 1 for Wathen. Campbell Cronin and Ellie Browers combined for 2 block shots in total, with each, maybe getting a half or whatever you want to call it, but they finished with those 2 block shots in total for the Pierre Governors. And then again, the 2 aces both came from Macy Davis and Libero as the Governors fall in 3 sets. Look around the state here real quick as we got a moment for volleyball scores. And again, the Rapid City Central Cobblers will be in town tomorrow. Aberdeen Central had the sweep of Central, 25-10, 25-19, and 25-6. That is the AA score for you, and the only other score that we can bring to you. Mitchell and Sturgis were scheduled to play tonight as well. We look at football scores from around the state. 11 AA. Yankton's got a stranglehold on Huron, 53-0 at the half. T Area's come back and taken the lead over Spearfish, 22-20. Mitchell all over Douglas, 41-7, and Brookings beating Sturgis, 24-0 at the half. In 11 AAA, Roosevelt hung on to beat the Central Cobblers, 21-19. Lincoln over Stevens at the half, 42-0. Jefferson and Watertown were scheduled to play at Howard Wood Field. I believe that one is still coming up, or it has already started. Just no score update for you. Fall scored 11A. Madison beat Belfouche 41-6, excuse me. The 11B, Miller Highmore Herald, they're down just 7-0 at the half to the defending state champions Hot Springs. The Winter Warriors, they're up 16-6 over Wagner late in the first half. 9 AA. Parkston has a 48-0 lead over Stanley County at the end of the first half. Hamlin's already beat Hanson 44-6, as that is the only final score that they have so far in 9 AA. In 9A, it is Dupree who beat North Central 80-26. Chester Area beat Castlewood 7-0. It is Lyman down at 38-14 at Kadoka Area at the end of the first half. 9B, Soleil Beach Chargers, that game on Country 95.3 and on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports. They have a 34-6 lead over the Burke Cougars as they lead that one by 28, and D.T. Myers got the call of that contest. Potter County, Jones County is leading 28-0 over Faith right now. Potter County, they're down 39-6 to Warner. They're in 9A this year, are the Potter County Battlers. And again, we look at tomorrow, and just one game for the state at 11 AA. That is Aberdeen and Pierre. 11 AAA has got Brandon Valley, Sioux Falls, Washington, O'Gorman, and Harrisburg playing. And then that is the only 3 games that are played, that are going to be played across the state. Just 2 in the 11 AAA and 1 in 11 AA. So the Governors will take on Aberdeen Central in football tomorrow. The Governor volleyball team will take on Rapid City Central. That'll be coming up tomorrow as well. 12:30 will be first serve between Pierre and Rapid City Central tomorrow afternoon here at Riggs High School Gym. So the Governors dropped to 0-2. They'll be looking for their first win tomorrow afternoon with a 12:30 first serve between Pierre and Rapid City Central. That'll wrap up our broadcast tonight. So we'll have coverage of football tomorrow at 4:30, 5 o'clock kickoff between Pierre and Aberdeen Central from Aberdeen, coming up tomorrow evening here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. I want to thank Emma Thielen back at the station. John Wickley here signing off. Pierre Governors drop it in 3 sets, 25-19, 25-18, 25-21 here on this Friday night as we say so long from Riggs High School.
You've been listening to the Pierre Governors on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors on KCCR are sponsored by Agtegra, First Fidelity Bank, Red Rosa, Wheelhouse Auto Body, SD Savin, Wagner Auto, and State Farm Becky Potsaba Agency. And by Pizza Ranch, Rising Hope Counseling, Sanford Clinic, River Bottom Sanitation, Black Hills Federal Credit Union, Anderson Rumsa Dental, Home Care Services, and Country Carpet and Flooring. By Olson Plumbing, First Dakota National Bank, Boys and Girls Club of the Capital Area, Slumberland Furniture, AGE Corporation Ready Mix, Dakota Storm and Roofing, and South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection. Peer Governors on KCCR is also sponsored in part by Beck Motors, First United Methodist Church, Zander Auto Parts, Ferding Electric, May Adam, Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Gales Gas, and Shane's Pharmacy. And by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Clubhouse Hotel and Suites, Graham Tire, Faith Lutheran Church, Access Health Fort Pierre, and CHS River Plains. And by Edward Jones Financial, Todd's Electric, Lamb Motors, American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Missouri River Dentistry, Comtech, and Bank West. Join us all season long for more Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South.